Yeah, but it's the judiciary. It's also going to be a major focus. You know what happens, especially when you approach elections and those kind of matters that pop up. Now we're talking about electricity. Then the judiciary also comes into bear here. How optimistic are you? Because yes, they say some change, reform is going on in that sector. But of course, we have lawyers who have also come here and said, look, it's not as rosy as you think.
See, you said something here which I think I need to comment on. Let our countrymen look at the cost of politics on judiciary. Most of the cases that are decided are, the Supreme Court decisions are mostly from politics. Because politicians have so much money to every issue they want to take to the Supreme Court, every issue they want to take to the Supreme Court. Business that is supposed to run this country, the issues of business are relegated. Like this issue of metering and this new business of privatization of electricity. It is when decisions of the courts have come that the transactions will crystallize. You will now understand that if this person does this to me, this is what the punishment the person will get. If this person does this to me, this is what the punishment the person will get. But since everybody is interested in politics, the resources that is available in politics is so much that everybody wants to fight for office. The decisions that come from the Supreme Court are mostly, and the Court of Appeal, are mostly political issues because they have the money to contest this.
Is it overwhelming the judiciary?
It is overwhelming. It's overwhelming on them. And these issues of, look at the issue of PDP secretary. Who is PDP secretary? It has gone up to the Supreme Court to determine who is secretary. Why are you fighting to be secretary of PDP? Is it not because of what you get from there?
Yeah, but if it couldn't go to the Supreme Court, will it go to the Supreme Court?
No, it cannot. It will go because the issues of fundamental rights, the right to fair hearing, it ends at the Supreme Court. But I think that now that we are about talking, we are going to have the national conference. We are going to talk about ourselves because I don't know how you can say that when people have discussed about their relationship, you now have to go to another person to go and determine at the end of the day. Because now we are talking, there are issues that we may have to discuss. There are issues, the states must be made to be like states.
That's another point because, I mean, this year alone, you have quite a number of issues that will take the front burner. Now is electricity in the meantime, but later you'll have the national conference. You have elections, I think, in about 2 states.
Yes.
Then you
and not to forget the centenary celebrations, which will be taking place.
Then you have preparations for the general elections because they have to release certain timetable and documents.
I even think that INEC is planning to start campaign in September.
So
and they want to conclude the elections before the end of the year. So that you can do all your litigation because before
what a year it will be.
So this year is going to be heavy, and I don't know whether we are, I'm talking from the position of my constituency, whether we are prepared.
That's the judiciary.
Yes, whether we are prepared, because everything in Nigeria, we fight over everything. We fight over everything. We want to tear it. Because, I mean, that's the way we say it, don't worry. You want to hear it? So you find out that because we are so much interested in politics gives you so much money. Most of your friends who are politicians today are no more your friends because they made so much money from politics. So it's a do or die. It's a battle in all the parties. There's no way, and it's the same set of people that have moved from PDP to APC to Labour because if you lose election, some people even will go to Fresh Party in this year, because if they refuse nomination, you go to Fresh Party and look for wherever you can get the nomination.
A Fresh Party or a new party?
There's Fresh Parties like
I thought you meant Fresh as a new
Fresh,
party.
Right. Okay. You get all parties. You get there are people that have parties in about 2 or 3 parties in their briefcases.
Can't carry members, huh?
No, in their briefcases, when the elections are declared, they will come out, they will be looking for people. Oh, you lost election in PDP, come and take nomination here. You lost in APC, come and take nomination here. You get, so these are the problems that we will encounter in this year. And we need to. It's a major problem for Mr. President, honestly, because he has to...
Problem for the president?
Oh yes, because there has to be peace. All these things are going to hit up the system.
The movement from here and there?
By the time you are moving, you are taking your dogs with you, somebody is trying to stop you. Look at what happened in Ekiti State, where a leader of APC went, now APC, then ACN, said, look, he has sent information to somebody, you are supposed to withdraw. You don't contest this election. You see, these are things that are going to create problems. You understand? Because what is the reason for this? Because you want to control the finances of the state. You want to have control of the money. Because we are in a country where instead of letting business run the country, we let politics run the country totally.
But that is a scenario. Do you see it being sorted out? I mean, democratically, if we're going by this kind of report, that raises a lot of concern.
It is. You see, we need to look at really query the way we run politics in this country, where a godfather will say, this must be. Why don't we have opportunities of debates? We remember in the universities those days, you have a students' union night, where everybody will come and debate, manifesto night. Everybody will say his own, and then clap for the person that has delivered better. Now it is, you will pick this person, okay, this is my candidate, and it must be.
But the thing about this Ekiti matter is that these two gentlemen who are in the front lines of all of this, they come across as gentlemen who will sort this out very easily. Perhaps maybe whoever is the most popular one goes ahead. But here we are having this kind of crisis, and you wouldn't imagine that what happened.
You see, my brother, the fact is this: there are people around you, if you're a politician, who urge you on, because if you are not there, they have lost the source of livelihood. They want you to, even if you don't want to be, like some one northern leader in one of these magazines said, if President Jonathan does not contest the 2015 election, the judge will kill him.
No, but does that mean that the men of that kind of quality cannot tell those people, listen, I lose, if I lose, I lose. But you don't have to shed people's blood. For that
the fact
purpose.
is this: the man who can say that will be the man that will see the resources of the state and refuse to steal. That's if you have taken money that is not yours. If you have given somebody money that is not his, you are bound to follow that line, because you are in control of resources that is not yours. And if you spend money, you see some state governors go somewhere and say, okay, I'm giving somebody 10 million. Where did you appropriate it? How many times have you had where a governor in every state, because every time we are ill, we run to those states, we must compare ourselves to them. We run to, because those people did not run their countries, their places properly. We won't be taking our ill people there. We won't be sending our children to those schools. How many times have you heard where a governor of a state in the US or a mayor of London has gone somewhere and said, I give you 50 million without appropriation? How do you get the money? Now, in which place, if a man can give you 10 million, even 200,000 without appropriation, can he not take 200 million without appropriation? This is the reason why we are in this crisis we are in.
But do you expect this kind of thing to happen within the APC?
Look, let's leave this thing. APC, PDP, they are all joined, like they say. They are the same people. Where are which of them in the National Assembly have said, look, this amount of money that the National Assembly is appropriating for itself, for its members, I won't take this money. Which of them have said it? Are they not the same? Well, they are the same people. We need to be honest with ourselves and look for people who love this country. People who love this country like you guys that are here, you will refuse to go and contest elections. Because also you don't have army. You see students' union leaders, motor park leaders, union of road transport union member leaders are using siren in streets in the state.
Which one?
I think
student union.
Yes, I've seen a student union leader using siren. Motor park leaders are using siren because elections have come.
Amazing.
So you see, I think that we should because there's so much focus on Lagos and Abuja. Let us try and see it costs so much on the television, but let us find a way, because these state governors are in control of their states totally. They can block news until private stations like this go to these states, find out. Okay, sorry, I was in a party with a special advisor to the president.
Briefly, because we're out of time.
On an issue, and when we were going around these stores, a state that had put out so much, they said, let us leave this and let us go leave the entourage. Let us go ourselves. They got to the state, the school, one of the schools. They saw the pupils very well dressed. They were going. When they got to the school was in horrible state. The teachers had not been paid. Who is going to teach these children? You say you are giving free education if the teachers are not paid.
Wow. Food for thoughts. It's Emmanuel Umoren. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're back after this break. Please join us again.